Tell me when you can see me, Van Grafton. We're not going to be here tomorrow. I don't see it yet, Van.
I see it now.
All righty. Can you see a... Whoa, turn it down over there. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, let me share the morning grind over here. The morning grind. As always, if you're watching this, we do this show every Monday through Friday except tomorrow, which we're not going to be here tomorrow, but somebody, usually me, sits right here and we talk about, now we specifically talk about real estate. But before we do that, we go around the horn and I ask everybody that's in here, what are you thankful for? We call it 60 seconds of gratitude because your brain can only focus on one thing at a time. And if you're focused on gratitude, you cannot be depressed, mad, or you can't have any anxiety. So we force ourselves. What are we thankful for? We're going to start with you.
I'm thankful for Carly at Speakeasy Aesthetics. I went to my appointment yesterday, and she just made me feel really good. She just made me feel good. So she was very of service, and
Nice.
I really liked her.
Good, good. How about you, brother?
I'm thankful I have the opportunity to be able to help you out with your car, even if it's just little.
Well, I appreciate that. That car's starting to sound. I'm thankful Saturday is 4th of July. My family comes over. We get to host this. The one thing that makes me nervous is on this grill. Man, I'm cooking hamburgers. And if I'm cooking like 5, 6, 7 hamburgers at the same time, not a lot of danger. But when you're cooking 40 hamburgers, this grill, this Rectech grill, a lot of ash forms at the bottom and almost becomes like a volcano. And it can go from 350 degrees to an uncontrollable 1,000 degree fire if I'm not careful. And I'm a little bit nervous about that. But I am thankful we got everybody coming over. Really looking forward to that. So today's show topic. We're talking about what are pre-approvals actually worth. And I think real estate professionals, they understand this. If you're a listing agent and you get a pre-approval from you, what is this pre-approval worth?
Whatever that person says.
Whatever that person, what do you think a pre-approval is worth?
Well, I don't think it's worth much till the final underwriting.
Okay, well, see, you know that. Okay, so think about how easily, if you're not represented and you're a seller and you're just doing this yourself, somebody sends you an offer and they've got a pre-approval and you think the deal's done. Well, here's what I've decided. The only thing a pre-approval is worth is that lender, that particular loan officer's reputation. Because they can doctor one up. They could say, yeah, we can get this done. I trust it enough. I'm going to send them out a pre-approval. Here's where it gets really, 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 really fuzzy. Is a pre-approval from Caleb here in Murfreesboro worth more than Eli out in Sacramento, California?
Yes,
Why?
he's local.
What does that matter, though?
Well, communication, and you know them. You know he has a reputation around here. You know other people that have used him and can vouch for his.
Okay, so Caleb's got a reputation in the community he wants to uphold. And if he gets a bad name around here, he's going to be a lot more cautious about sending out a pre-approval that's not 100%. Well, none of them are 100% guaranteed. He's going to be a lot more cautious about his name floating around out there where he delivers something or can't deliver something that he promised he could do. People get online and they're usually looking for the best deal, and they call the best deal the best rate, and they're talking, well, this guy out here, his name is Eli. What's his last name?
I'm sorry, no,
Smith.
No, Smith.
Elijah Smith. He's online. And if he's online, he could be in Sacramento or he could be in Bangor, Maine. It really doesn't matter if he's not right here local. And what is the chance that Eli Smith sends us a pre-approval and then he actually deals with somebody again in our community? Does say what, Van?
It'd be
It would be so. Would Eli Smith? How could it even be possible that Eli Smith develops a bad reputation in our market? It would almost be impossible for him to get a bad reputation. So a pre-approval, here's what happens. I talk to this guy, little MK. He gives me his information, and I'm making a decision. We'll run this through the automated underwriting system, but sometimes even when things don't get approved, I could make this judgment call. I could do a manual underwrite, and I feel good enough to where I could get this done. Or some people would be like, you know what? I'm not going to put my name on this pre-approval. Pre-approvals don't mean anything. It's like Allie said, it doesn't mean anything until you go from pre-approval all the way through the process and it comes out of final underwriting, which does not take place until the very end of the deal. It's like the most dangerous time for a seller is a time they're not even aware of. They're sitting there and they're packing up their house, packing up their belongings, and they think, you know what, this deal's done. We're going to get to move out. They're going to come in here and take over. Man, deals die at the last second. And it is very, very scary. And I would definitely be more afraid of putting my faith in Eli Smith way out in Sacramento. If you do this, what if you did this in Murfreesboro, you did it in Charlotte, you did it in Charleston, West Virginia. You did 5 of them that month. You're really not going to have any damage in that marketplace. If you're Caleb or Amy or Belinda, 1 or 2 of those gets out.
then everybody knows.
That's right. You got to be much more cautious about what you're putting out there. Samuel should have had your buddy hunt that dog this morning. Me and Caleb were doing our walk, and it was a coyote. I've been looking for a.
Mean.
They're very, very mean. But yeah, Caleb, he'll tell. I'm not going to put something out. I'm not going to put something out that I'm not sure of that's going to close, or it won't get done because of me and something I've done wrong. So, what are pre-approvals worth? They're really worth what the loan officer, his reputation is, his word is. That's all. I mean, because there hasn't been enough checking to see, is this still good? I'm trusting this person. So if you're a seller, do you trust somebody that's in the community more, or somebody that's you're never going to see, you're never going to hear from? It's amazing how easily people fall for this. And next week I'm going to do a show about somebody that we've recently dealt with that was self-represented. They represented themselves, and it's amazing. It's amazing how many blind spots they have. So hey, if I'm a seller and a pre-approval comes in, I want it to be a local lender. Von Grafton, shut us down, and happy birthday, America. 250 years old.